Hello, this is Mr. Zhang, the visa in Korea. Today is the last lecture about F2-7 and F2-71 visa, right? I think I made a lot of the F2-7 and F2-71 visa related lectures and so far, and today is almost the last lecture for the F2-7 and F2-71 based on the new criteria. And after that, if immigration, the religion is new, the F2-7 rule and F2-71 rule, and on my basic experience on that, I will post it in the current situation on that. But today is almost the last lecture for the F2-7 and 71 visa extension, right? So today's lecture is about the when F2-7 visa the fails, right? So what you have to do, right? What you have to do, right? If you in the F2-7 visa, you know, and it fails, right? This is a very, I think the huge impact you and your spouse as well. But I explained before that F2-7 visa, right? There were some of the rules that an eligible person can apply for the F2-7 visa, right? I will explain I will just explain it one more time because it is a very, very sensitive issue regarding this, right? Okay? So the eligible applicant shall hold D5 niche coverage and religions and D7 dispatching visa and D8 investment, D9 as well, and E1 to E7 is a regular course, right? Or D2, at least D2-3 plus D10-1 and 3 years, right? Or just COSTAP or COSPI and the company and the working contract. This is the first one and second one and third one. There is a certain the governmental recommendation and I've got person, but I just did, explain the basic, right? The basic one, the 1 to 3 already. But anyway, they have to get and need the 3 years. 3 years they can apply for that. But if their previous year's income is 40 million won, they don't need to wait 3 years, right? Everybody the same thing, right? But don't need 3 years, right? With plus totally 80 points. This is a new system, okay? But when the F2-7, but if you already got F2-7 visa, right? You already got it. So when you extend, you need to prove that you are single, or number 2 is you are accompanying with your spouse, right? And staying together. The single, right? When you extend before the December 1st, 2021, okay? 2021, before that, 2021. And if you're single and 80 points or 75 points, or spouse 80 points or 75 points with GNI one-time income. This is a basic requirement for the extension. And the visa change is 80 points, right, with a new rule. And this is what I lectured you previously, right? This is a basic one. So we can check the more detailed one. Oh, subscribe us, and it'll be more helpful, right, for me to give me a lot of motivation to me. Okay, good. Okay, start today's lecture. So F2-7 extension, the basic extension. So I just explain you, right? If you changed F2-7 like a D5, D9, and E1 and E7, or D2, 3 and up, or D10, 1, and you change it to F2-7, already you have it before December 1st, 2020. If you have it, right? And when you extend, right? And you have to get 80 points first, old version, okay? Or 75 points with a new version. One of the things, and you can choose it, but when you extend, and the period will be given based on new criteria for your period of stay. It's based on new criteria, right? So 75 to 99 points and within 1 year. I said it within. It means they will give you 6 months or 8 months or 1 year. It doesn't matter. Okay, good. This is a basic. So, the based on the point, right? Based on your point, and your period of stay will be given differently. This is the first requirement. Second one, but if you are single and stay in Korea by your own self, just the income is based on just the older version chart or new version chart, the point chart. It depends on. But if you are staying with your the spouse, right? You are staying with your spouse. GNI one-time income is required, and you can check the previous my F2-71 extension in the lecture. You may check that what is the GNI one-time income. Okay, the working field is the same thing, right? Yes, you can allow to run your own business, right? Or just work several companies, right? But I just said that exceptional. This is an exception, right? Except for just a simple work, right? And 유흥주점, like a karaoke place, or just some of the entertainment job, like with a liquor or something, it is not totally not allowed. Okay, this is a basic requirement for the F2-7 extension. So if you do like this right now, right? So if you F2-7 visa and you shall meet the requirement, but if you fail, then what happened? What happened in the future? So if your visa, right, and it fails, right, it fails, and you can change the D10 1, the job seeking visa, right? If you do, if you change the D10 1, the job seeking visa, what happened? If you were the spouse, you got F2-71 visa, right? So if you do, if the main visa holder's application for the extension the fails, what happened? And you're the spouse shall change F3 visa, right? Or and then after that, what happened? You can't do anything, right? So no, and after that, and if you find a job and you can just doing it E1 to E7, right? You can just change your job. You can find and you have to change your visa, right? F3. So if you do, just maintain, right? The spouse of this visa, the same thing, F3, the maintains, right? So if you meet the requirement F2-7 visa, right? Yeah, you can apply for that again, but your spouse cannot change F2-71. This is only one time, right? you can change the F2-7 again if you like this is a 3 years and the 80 point with a new system, right? If you meet this requirement, right, you can apply for the F2-7 visa again, but your spouse cannot. This is a basic rule, but I don't know. There will be, changed or something. But based on my understanding, and also the February, the January 2nd in 2020, last year's January's rule, once the F2-7 visa's spouse F2-71 fail, right, and change it to another one, and it's difficult to change F2-71. But if the spouse of F2-71 after the fails F2-7 visa extension, and they can change E1 to E7, and if they can do F2-7 visa and they with their own ability, it is allowed, no problem. But if you had F2-71 but and due to your F2-7 visa holders and follow this way and F2-7 visa acquisition again, even though but you cannot change to F2-71 again. But if you are eligible, you can change E1 to E7 to F2-7, right, directly. Can you understand what I'm saying? I'll just explain it one more time. It's a very, very the important issues. That's why. Okay, the main idea is like this. Main idea is like this, right? Main idea is if F2-7 visa, right? This is a main visa type holder. If they fails, right? They can change D10-1 and 6 months and totally the maximum 1 year, right? D10-1 change and the job seeking visa. If you do and your spouse F2-71 shall change F2-71 to F3 dependent on the visa, right? After that, if you find a job with a D10-1 and you change to E1 to E7 visa, right? And 3 years or just a 40 million one for previous year's total income and more than 80 points, and you can apply for the F2-7 visa again. But already your spouse got F2-71 in Korea, so there is no more chance to change and the other visa to F2-71. But if your spouse has an ability to change E1 to E7, right? In this case, right, F2-7 visa, right, and your spouse can change it, right? So F5, F5-16, when you apply for the permanent residency and 3 years from F2-7, right? And the F2-7 and F2-71 cannot combine. Not combine their income, but F2-7 and F2-7 person can combine, right? F2-7, F2-71 cannot combine each other, but F2-7 and F2-7 can combine. Got it? Good. Okay, this is Mr. Zhang. It's as you know, like I am, making this YouTube channel and make a presentation file and to deliver very important information and more detailed information because there is only the Korean version of the guideline is released, so it's very difficult to translate and understanding in Korean version. So I just make it very simply to let you understood and better, right? So kindly and subscribe in the Visa in Korea 1 and the YouTube channel, right? And it will give more motivation. I'll do further and do my effort to make this better and the lectures for you. Okay, this is Mr. Chang. See you next time. Bye bye.